All right, hello YouTube. I hope everyone watching this video is having a great day. Welcome back to the podcast. I believe we're on episode 14 or 15 at this point. And as always, I just want to thank you guys for your support, for following along. Not only my journey, just kind of watching these videos. And again, as long as I'm bringing value into your guys' life and bringing value to you, that's all I could ever ask for. And I'm forever grateful for that. So again, guys, I just want to thank you as always for watching these videos. And without further ado, as the title says, the importance of discipline and why discipline is so important in life. So today's topic, guys, is mainly all around discipline. And before we dive into why discipline is so important, I want you guys to understand here what discipline has done for me and how I incorporate it into my everyday life and what discipline honestly is. Because discipline can kind of mean different things for different people. You know, the more people I work with, the more people I talk to, discipline kind of has, different meanings for certain people. For me, when I think about discipline, I think of non negotiables. I think of things, guys, that are things that I can't negotiate with. So one of my non-negotiables is I'm always up before work working out. Now I work extremely early. I start my days between 5:30 in the morning and 6 a.m., typically Monday through Friday. That is insanely early. So I have to get my butt up out of bed by 3 a.m., no later than 3:15 a.m. at the latest. So you're probably like, Rob, that is insane. That is exactly the point though. And I love it and I do it because I'm just so disciplined and so in love with the routine. When you're following a discipline or a practice or whatever, and you commit yourself to a certain schedule, you commit yourself to a certain type of routine, that is the ultimate form of self love. And the reason why it's an ultimate form of self love is because you're not breaking any promises to yourself. If you're watching this video and you're like, oh, I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning early and I'm going to journal, I'm going to do some reading, I'm going to do some work, and then you kind of hit the snooze button and you don't wake up at the time you set, you automatically start the day with an L or with a loss because you're not following your discipline. And you guys might be like, oh, like who cares? I'm going to hit the snooze button. Why should I care? The reason why you should care is because that is going to add up over time. I'm telling you guys right now, the past 4 months for me have been life changing because 3 months ago, back in January, I made the rule that I'm always going to get up early before my workouts, before my work to get my workouts in. And it's been such a difference because no matter what my day looks like, I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning, working out, getting ready for the day, no matter what. And that has helped me extremely, not only with just staying on schedule, but getting more work done, getting more things done, being more routine oriented, being more oriented, and being more productive in general. I'm able to get so much more work done throughout the day, guys, because I am able to follow that discipline no matter what. So discipline in my eyes, guys, is honestly just things that you cannot negotiate with. They are rules. And these rules that you guys set in your life and these disciplines that you set in your life are so important. So lesson number one, and the biggest thing I cherish the most about discipline and why it is so important, is because it eliminates any type of emotion or distraction. A great example is how many times have you been with maybe yourself or somebody else, and you're talking to somebody, or you're in a situation where you're just like, oh, I'm so tired, I'm so exhausted, I can't do this. It's another day. Like, oh my goodness. My biggest thing is, who isn't tired? Who isn't exhausted? Who isn't always busy? I, guys, and every day I'm tired every single day. I'm exhausted every single day, and I'm busy every single day. Every part of my day, every hour of my day is planned out, and it can be a lot all at once. So it drives me crazy when people or even myself in general, I'm like, oh, I'm tired, I'm not going to do this. Oh, I'm exhausted, I'm not going to do this, because you're letting your emotions get in the way. I agree and I understand emotions are important, but especially if you're acting as a high value man and as a young man, if you're listening to this, you should never be acting on your emotions. Whether you're happy, whether you're angry, whether you're sad, whether you're this, whether you're that, because emotions come and go. And discipline is great because no matter how I feel at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm waking up. I don't care if I'm tired. I don't care if I'm sad. I don't care if I'm depressed. I don't care if I'm happy. I don't care if I'm extremely sore. I'm going to wake up and do my daily routine over and over and over and over again. The reason why is because that is just the discipline I set out for myself. And discipline literally equals freedom. because you're literally, guys, taking away those emotions. How I said about a minute ago, if you are emotional, or if you are tired, if you are always busy, you're taking those emotions, you're taking the equations out of all of that and saying, hey, I know I'm busy. I know I'm tired. I know I got a lot going on. I don't really care. I'm going to do what I told myself I was going to do in this hour, in this hour, and that hour. And that, guys, equals freedom, because guess what? You don't have to make any decisions. You just go on your day to day life, disciplined and literally routine oriented. And it is such a freeing thing. I've been on this journey now for 3 months of just being disciplined, how I said, and being really, really focused on just my schedule and work. And it has been so life changing. Not only am I in the best shape of my life, but I feel the greatest. I feel the most productive. I'm doing the best in business. I mean, there's so many positive things about it. So biggest lesson about discipline, guys, is that it eliminates any type of distraction, and it eliminates emotions out of the equation. Discipline literally does equals freedom, which really goes into my second point, that the lesson number two is discipline is freedom. And the reason why it is freedom, guys, is because you're able to set out tasks and set out routines, and you're able to do things without any emotion, without any thought, without any distraction. You know, how many times have you guys been doing work, or how many times have you guys been doing something and you're like, oh, okay, I know I'm going to go do this thing now, or I'm going to go do this thing now, I'm going to go over here. You're kind of all over the place. When you kind of sit down with yourself and say, hey, I'm going to wake up at this time every single day, I'm going to do this thing every single day, and then this thing every single day, and then this thing every single day, Monday through Friday, to get my work done, or Monday through Sunday, whatever it may be, to be my most productive self, it literally will make you just so I don't know if the right word's actualized, but you're just so much more free. Because for the first time ever, when I started doing this 3 or 4 months ago, instead of really just focusing on discipline and stop listening to my brain, my emotions were way better. I was way more happier. I was just able to just be so much more productive. And I just saw myself as such a higher self of what I used to be, because I had so much more self-respect for myself. Because I was like, who else is waking up this early? Who else is working this hard? Who else is doing these things? So the second lesson, guys, is if you follow discipline and you use it to eliminate your emotions, to eliminate your behaviors, and to eliminate any distractions, you will quite literally be free. And that is the second lesson. And my favorite thing in the third lesson is this, guys, is if you are disciplined, you are ahead of 99% of the population. And I'm telling you that right now, because how many people do you know that make excuses for themselves, or say, I can't do this, or I can't do that, or this is unfair, or that is unfair, or blah, 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 blah. I mean, there are so many people out there that are victims of their emotions. They're victims of how they feel. And when you throw, again, those things out the window and to stick to discipline, it doesn't matter if you're motivated one day or not motivated one day. I mean, I struggle with motivation all the time. I don't want to do half the things I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. I love what I do, so I don't mind them. But sometimes I'm like, oh, it would be really nice right now to just relax on the couch and hang out. But again, with discipline, you follow your routine, and that way you will end up free now, in terms of mentally and also later in life, because I guarantee you, if you're disciplined, you're going to be very, very successful. But I'm telling you right now, guys, if you are disciplined, you are ahead of the game, and you will be ahead of everybody else around you. It's all about, guys, taking action, making a decision, and just going for that decision. If you want to be a business owner, if you want to be a nurse, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a lawyer, if you want to be a construction worker, whatever it is, you go out there and you do those things. But you make the discipline of saying, I'm not going to be satisfied until I hit the goal, and until I'm consistently disciplined on a day-to-day basis. And by doing that, guys, you will be so much more ahead of everybody else. Because I work, guys, with hundreds of people on a monthly basis. And I'm telling you right now, the winners and the ones that see the most results and that are the best are always the most consistent. That goes with finances, that goes with fitness, that goes with family, that goes with friends. The ones that are consistent are typically the ones that are the most successful. I know today was kind of a quick episode, guys, but again, the importance of discipline and being disciplined is so important to be successful. If you are disciplined, you are ahead of so many other people. I thank you guys for watching this video. Remember, fitness is the way forward. Keep God first. Keep working hard in your day-to-day life. Don't let your emotions get your best of you. Don't let your vices get the best of you. Don't let your behaviors get the best of you. Just be disciplined. Stick to a certain routine every day and try to stay on track every day. It doesn't matter what time you start. It doesn't even really matter what time you finish, as long as you are disciplined throughout the day. I hope you guys have an awesome freaking week, and let's keep attacking the week, and let's keep getting better every single week. I appreciate you guys watching these videos, and I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in the next episode. All right, peace.